Core Crystallum.
Hello once again, gamers. Nick X back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. In our last live stream, we somewhat blazed through the path of the Scholar storyline. So now it's time to move on to bigger and better things. And with that, let's not waste any time with showing off the next path we're going to be going on. And that is the path of the White Mage. It's been a while since we cured the forest and the great tree and whatnot, and communed with nature like the hippies we are, but... But... hopefully we'll, turn over some new leaves in this next, in these next 10 levels. Let's hope I can really perfect my scholar routine, because I'm a little bit rusty in the healing department. But anyway, let's get started by talking to my least favorite voiceover, Raya-O-Senna, and doing the level 50 quest, Taint Misbehaving. Boo, bad pun and dirty joke.
Kinky.
Yeah, I know, right? Chris, you could not have come at a better time. We have dire need of your aid. There isn't time to explain. I know, but that trouble is afoot, and I would ask you to meet me at the Guardian Tree. Oh my god, that's the shortest... That's probably the least amount of words she's ever spoken. Oh wait, not Quarry Mill, we're off to Bent Branch. I think that's probably... That opening is probably the least I've had to voice her in all the White Mage quest lines. But of course, my hopes will probably soon be dashed through the rest of this quest.
How the hell you use a stupid gold saucer ticket?
You just... wait. Those are for the games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go up to the mini games and play them. And it'll ask you.
It's not... Well, I'm trying to do the mini cat pot, and it's not allowing me. Does it not work on the cat pot?
It doesn't, no. It only works on the mini games, like the Moogle's Paw and those kind of games.
Oh, that's kind of dumb.
Meh. Anyways, time to talk to Raya.
How fares the Great One? Unchanged from before, I'm afraid. He repeats the same words over and over. Then it falls to us to glean their meaning. Very well. Chris, you will recall the time we performed the quieting and quelled the Great One's rage. Since that day, we have continued communing with him to ensure that all is well. And it was, until recently. I am afraid to say that an unsettling change came over the Great One some days ago. He is taking to repeating the same words to us. The taint floodeth the forest, its beating heart to be foul. After some inquiries and research, we were able to learn that the Great One has spoken these words before, during the time of Atoa Kant. Immediately, we were made to wonder, when Master Atoa embarked upon his journey of healing, could his purpose have been to protect the forest from the taint of which the Great One now warns? We sought to delve further into this, but no accounts of Master Atoa's journey are to be found at Stillgate Fane. Such records as exist are in the keeping of his foremost student, the mage who recovered his remains from Ogamoro. If he is still alive, he may be able to assist us. We have prepared a missive, and we would ask that you deliver it into his hands. After interring his beloved master, the man is said to have taken up residence at Falgord Float, that he might ever be near to tend the tomb. If he is there still, the locals should be able to point you in his direction. While you see to this task, my brother and I shall remain here and continue observing the Great One. My thanks in advance, Chris.
Good one.
Ugh. I cannot stand that voice.
Well, you don't like Kanye, the little sister Kanye-Senna?
I don't like voicing her, no.
I can see why. She annoys you, that's a shame.
It's not that she annoys me, it's just she talks a lot.
Well, she is a Paja, so she's just following the principles.
Yeah, but at least... But it feels like she has the voice of a freaking teenager. Anyways, let's speak to everyone. We seek Master Atoa's former student. I'm afraid he has departed for the realm yonder. His granddaughter now tends the tomb at Proud Creek in his stead. If truth be told, I am worried about her. The area is thick with fiends, and even experienced wood whalers avoid venturing there unaccompanied. Alright, let's go to the inn. Or the bobbing cork, I don't know. That old fellow, I'm afraid he passed away some years ago. I remember him well, though. He took care of his master's tomb to the very end. His granddaughter, Shiva, tends the place now, and she's been especially attentive since those accursed bandits came and defiled it.
Interesting.
Alright, let's speak with Summerhild.
Atoa cancelled student? I heard that someone's tending the tomb, but it's a young maid as I recall.
Alright. We ride. Going north. Now, the Ixali logging ground gives me reason to believe that I'm going to need to cut through a little bit with a level 70 class, or at least a level 60 class.
For what?
Just so that I can not have to deal with any random encounters.
Do you need me to be your knight in shining armor?
Nah, I think I can... Oh.
That's not a badass coat. Just let me know, and I'll teleport where the hell you are.
Nope, I just need to clear everything out with a little bit of elbow grease. And by that I mean I killed them all with my Dark Knight. Which is cheating in a way, but I don't give a shit. I just dealt with 2 hours of live streaming for Scholar. Let's... I need my rest before work.
Lol.
Thank you so much. So focused was I on tending the tomb, I failed to notice the fiends approaching me. What? You're searching for the granddaughter of Master Atoa's former student? Then you need search no more. I am a Shiva. Know that I have taken on my grandfather's responsibilities. If it is within my power to help the Seed Seers, then I should be glad to do so. The taint threatens the Twelveswood? No, for God, mercy. As the Seed Seers have surmised, 'twas to purge the taint that Master Otoa journeyed the length and breadth of the realm. Simply put, the taint is ether that has been befouled. If we are to be rid of it, we must find the source of the corruption and cleanse it. The question is, are the Seed Seers prepared to do as Master Otoa once did? At any rate, it is best I speak with them directly. I shall make my way to the Guardian Tree at once.
Alright, I gotta mute the mic for a second while I travel back to the Guardian Tree, so give me a second.
Don't get it.
So apparently it was nothing dire, it was just my taint bag of a frickin' roommate wishing to bust my balls over my voiceovers.
Huh, that's cute.
Yeah, that doesn't make him any less of a jackwagon.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God this is the last quest I have to do tonight, because I need sleep.
I hear ya. I need the same.
Alright, let's talk to my least favorite voiceover and...
My thanks for finding a Shiva, Chris. She has told us all. If we are to protect the Twelveswood from the taint, we must needs deal with the corruption at its source. Is that the way of it? It is. That was why Master Otoa embarked upon his journey, heedless of his Pajali heritage. And yet, Master Otoa was no ordinary Pajam. We are duty-bound to remain in the forest. We cannot simply leave it. Chris, I am loath to ask this of you, after all you have already done for us. But the preservation of the Twelveswood is at stake. You are not Pajali, and hence are not bound by the laws which bind us. Will you embark upon this quest in our stead? With all due respect, I cannot believe what I am hearing. You would entrust the fate of the forest to an adventurer? Calm yourself and note that Chris is no ordinary adventurer. Nay, he is a White Mage true, chosen by Master Otoa himself to be his successor. He bears his soul crystal and his legacy both. I have every confidence that you will be able to purge the taint. As such, I would join my voice to my brother's request. Master Atoa's successor. That such an individual existed. I wish to make a request of my own. In his youth, my grandfather served Master Atoa proudly, accompanying him wheresoever he went and assisting in purification rituals. It has ever been my desire to emulate my grandfather's deed. If Chris is to undertake this quest to eliminate the taint, I would likewise accompany and assist him. The journey will be fraught with peril. Are you willing to risk life and limbs solely for the sake of emulating your grandfather? I am, my lady. But that is not the whole of it. I cannot sit idly by while a threat encroaches upon the Heavensward. It is our home, and we each of us must do our part to protect it. Our part? I see that your heart is true. Very well. Assuming that Chris consents, and I see no reason why he would not, you have our blessing to accompany him. The fate of the Heavensward is in your hands. We shall pray for your success.
Alright, let's talk to Ashiva.
We will need to make plans for the journey. Please come and see me at Fall Gourd Float.
Alright, back to Fall Gourd. I'm gonna have so much shit to upload tonight.
Sounds like fun. Sarcastically.
I might just do it tomorrow just to save me some aggravation. Because I also have to freaking level up my White Mage and everything.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Okay, where the fuck is Ashiva? Oh, there she is.
And they call themselves Pajals. You wonder at my irritation, I shouldn't doubt. I suppose I ought to explain. You see, I was brought up on the tales of Master Atoa's journeys, the sufferings he endured for the sake of the Heavensward. Young though I was deeply touched by his courage and sacrifice, and to this day his deeds remain close to my heart. That is why it irks me that the Seed Seers will not lift a finger to help the forest. But thankfully we have you. As Master Atoa's chosen, you are far more dependable than any Pajal alive. Now then, let us speak of our journey. Grandfather left his records of Master Atoa's journeys in my keeping. I shall scour them for clues as to where we must go. While I do this, pray attend to your own preparations. I shall be here when you are ready to strike out.
The next White Mage quest will be available from Ashiva upon reaching level 52. The requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. Well, now it's time to worry about leveling up, because we've got a whole shitload of shit to do. So that's going to be it for this episode of Cruise Nick's Purgatory. Thank you all for watching. A special thank you to LZL Farron for joining us.
Yo.
And I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live on PlayStation and you like this show, feel free to hit the follow button below and be sure to turn on notifications. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, feel free to click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next episode of Path of the White Mage when it comes out. And click here to watch the original A Realm Reborn ending. Until next time, Cruznick X, signing out.
Peace.